Take a little breath for me. Let it all the way out. You can feel a tug.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dr. John here. Today I'm with Tammy. Tammy's been with me for about a year now doing nutrition
That's correct.
and chiropractic work. But what's unique about Tammy is she is also a medical professional. She's an osteopath. So Tammy, tell us a little bit about what you do, where it's done at. And
Okay. Yes, I've been working as a pediatric intensive care specialist down at Bronson Children's Hospital in Kalamazoo, Michigan, for the last 20 years or so. So
my point of saying that is that I think in a world today, we need to all be able to work together and get along. And so it's nice to be able to work with another professional and not have lines drawn, that we can all actually help one another out. And now as well, you started with chiropractic and nutrition. So how has the nutrition helped you?
I think the nutrition has been a great help. Feels like I have more energy. Okay.
Yeah.
Less of the daily aches and pains. I do have an underlying condition, rheumatoid arthritis, and I think that helps tremendously in that area.
All right. And then we also have the chiropractic. Now I know from a chiropractic point of view, we've had neck pain, shoulder pain, and we've been starting work on the shoulder.
Right.
So I think today we're going to be doing our traditional adjustment, and then it looks like for time-wise, we're probably going to look back. We're going to do a very specific work on her shoulder with kinesiotaping and shoulder work on another video. So.
And I do have, interesting, it's just not shoulder pain. I did have an injury. There's a 75% tear in my rotator cuff. So I think it can show how chiropractic care can help, in those kind of injuries.
I know last time we worked on it was really tender and you couldn't move it. And just doing some soft tissue work, you're like, hey, I can move my arm back behind.
Yeah, where I couldn't before. It was
now, obviously from a chiropractic point of view, I'm not going to fix a 75% tear in a rotator cuff. But what we can do is show how other therapies can help increase range of motion.
And function,
increase function, as well. So let's move over to the other table. We'll start our chiropractic workup, and then we'll go from there.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, Tammy, so we're going to get started here. Today I'm just going to, as I work on every patient, I like to assess what's going on. And I'm going to do it just kind of globally, just get a feel for the body. And then we're going to do some muscle work to loosen your body up. And then we'll adjust, and then we'll come back and fine tune. Remember, the goal of everything is to make sure that if what's weak is strong before you leave. So let's do our basics. Bring the shoulder up. Hold right there for me. Hold tight. I'm gonna push down. And a little weak there. This is the shoulder that's bad on us, though, right? That's the one that never works. Hold tight. So this C5 is a little weak. Let's take care of the biceps. Let's bring this one in just to feel. Hold tight for me. I'm gonna push down. That's a little weak. Let's do this biceps over here. I'm not gonna torture this shoulder for you. Hold tight for me.
Okay.
Now this is good. Hold tight. See how this is nice and strong. And this muscle unit over here, hold tight, and push down, is a little bit weaker. Then I'm going to bypass that, and I'm going to go to the wrists. I like to go down to the hands, get to the lower nerve roots, C7, C8.
What do I do?
Grip. Try for me, hold tight for me. And I'm peeling the fingers open up. So we want to make sure that's fixed. Hold tight for me here. This was a little stronger, but still I can collapse those. And let's play over here with the lower back. Let's bring this one up here. Hold tight for me. I'm going to stabilize.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't want to push it down. A little weak there. And of course, we see these weaknesses because life just beats us up. And so when these weaknesses stay over long term, people start getting neck, low back pain, hip pain. Modern technology is contributing to all this. Let's do L5. Hold tight. Don't let me push the foot down. A little weak on that one. And a little weak on that one. So we have a fair amount of things we can play with here.
Okay.
So let's go face down here. My first round of care is I want to loosen your body up a little bit, get it to relax so we can move things. So let's do some muscle work. Do a little softer technique today. We're going to start up here. Now, Tammy, is there anything here that's really hurting you today other than this evil shoulder?
No, actually.
Pretty basic, good.
Yeah, pretty basic. Little on the right neck.
Little on the right neck.
Occipital area.
Okay, yeah, up here.
Right.
Is it tender to touch up there?
Exactly, yeah.
So Tammy's been doing regular care, taking care of herself, and so we've been able to balance her body out a little bit here. But we still always fun to hunt and find things. Any tenderness down here as I work?
Nope, that's pretty good.
Good. After a while, you guys you're not having fun to work on anymore. But remember how you felt when you first came in
Oh, yeah.
and how you feel now. Completely different. How's that feeling for you?
That feels good.
Good. It's always nice to help the body relax. It's easier to adjust and make corrections on. All right. So first thing I'm going to check is how the pelvis is balanced out here. So we're going to lock this knee, bring this leg up off the table.
Oh, like this.
Yeah, hold it right there for me, nice and strong, and hold tight. See how weak that is? So we're going to fix that sacrum there. Bring this one up, hold tight. Now see the difference? Hold tight. That's nice and strong, but this one over here is collapsing on us when we apply a load to it.
Okay.
So is there any pain in the hip joint when I do that? All right, so it's just a little weakness there. So let's just go ahead and clear that out real quick. These tend not to pop loud when they work on them. Bring the leg up, hold tight. Is that stronger?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
corrected that one. Now let's check for some, a little bit short on this leg here. Bring this leg up, externally rotate, hold that leg right there.
Okay.
We're gonna push in, don't let me push it in. And we collapse down. So we're gonna straighten out more pelvis work here. We're gonna use some blocking techniques here. This is always the challenge of finding how the body wants. So there's a lot of ways to assess things. I'm big into neurology. A lot of doctors are big into palpation, find the tender spots and relax. But in my feeling is that the neurology dictates what we're gonna work on. And so I'm always chasing the nervous system and going with that way. Bring the leg up, out, hold tight. How's that? Lock it in, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So we're gonna make that correction of the pelvis there. Come in here, make these. Good. Let's see if that's enough to make the fix. And here we're just balancing out the pelvis and the body. Bring it up, hold tight. Stronger?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, now, I know this is tender up here. I can feel that. Is that point tender is my touch?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, how about down in here?
Just a little bit on the left.
Just a little bit on the left side in here. All right, I'm gonna try to clear these here. You're gonna feel a little push here. Take a little breath for me. All the way out. Little tiny one, but now we're gonna do it again this way. All the way out. Nothing left, all right. I'm gonna come down here. Now the thoracic spine here compensates for a lot of stuff, so I like to clear this spot out. Take a little breath, let your whole body unwind. We're just gonna see what we can clear. There they went.
There they go.
Oh yeah. Now the big piece. We're gonna have to get this neck cleared up. So I'm gonna have you flip over to your back.
Okay.
So we do the neck a couple different ways. We'll do our, I can feel these here. We'll do our rotary stuff here, then we're gonna do our traction and fine tuning and everything else. There we go. Little breath in and all the way out. Little tiny one. There it is. Little breath, here it goes.
Ooh, there it goes.
Little tiny one, not much. All right, let's do some more though.
Okay.
Rest there for a second. I'm gonna get my assistant here. All right.
Well, I just wanted to
Let me know when
do
you're
the shoulder too. Because he was wondering.
Yeah, I really want that shoulder.
Yeah, let's do the shoulder now. Yeah, I don't know why I was,
Okay.
timing was.
So what we'll do is when we get the shoulder going, I have to change real quick and I'll work on the shoulder for a few minutes. All right, ready? All right, Cass, I'm gonna have you hold C5 and C6 here. We're gonna dig in a little bit more on this one. Take a little breath for me. Let it all the way out. You can feel a tug.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
Okay.
Okay.
Felt it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's sit up and challenge that muscle group. Let's see what the body is doing here. We're gonna bring this back out. Hold tight for me. And nice and strong, right?
Right.
All right, let's check that grip strength. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna come over here. I wanna see if we got all the way down. Hold tight for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep. Pull on the pull. Open
Okay.
up. Here we go. It's definitely stronger.
Oh, yeah.
Let's try again. Look straight down. See, I can still open that finger out like that.
Yeah.
So let's go a little bit deeper. Let's do C7, T1 down in here. So let's do something here. I'm gonna bring the head back. Does that cause any discomfort?
No.
Okay, hold it back there.
Mm-hmm.
Hold really tight. Stronger?
Yes.
Yeah. So I know I can open that up. All right, so let's go to back. And let's do some more. So Cass, I'm gonna have you hold C7, T1.
Bilaterally or just on the
Let's do
left?
that. Just hold it. Yeah, let's do bilateral. Now, some doctors will not have anybody hold, but I like to have people hold to create a little bit of extra resistance that just traction doesn't give me. And patients typically feel that way down low. Deep breath in, let it all the way out. Clean your body, clean your mind.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. I didn't know a question when you go. All right, let's check the grip strength on that one now. Here we go. I'm gonna peel the fingers. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Look down. Hold tight. Boom.
Big difference.
Find it back. I like that. Let's go ahead and challenge some of these other muscles in the lower back. Let's play a little bit here. Hold tight for me here. That's kind of weak. Let's do the sartorius. Hold this muscle here. I'm going to peel this way. I'll bring it back in here. Hold that right there.
All right.
Hold tight. And there's no tone on that one. So when I'm working on people, I just like to go through and map out the body. Just get a feel for, now we already did some of these sitting. But
Yeah.
we're just going to hold tight for me. Just a couple extra muscles in there. All right, so L3, we're going to start right in here. Any tenderness?
Oh, nice.
Some people will notice
Mm.
as we go down here.
There's more
There's
tenderness
where
there.
about over here.
Definitely.
Cass, I'm going to have you block. We'll do L3 bilaterally here.
Okay.
Close to those. First thing we're going to do is capture the foot here. Take a deep breath in. Let the air all the way out. Oh yeah.
Did it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can feel that one go. One more. Here we go. All the way out. I also make people taller by the time we're doing it. Go ahead and lay back down.
Okay.
Bring this arm here. Hold tight. I'm just going to see if we got blocks. Nice and strong. That's nice and strong, right?
Yep.
That reflex is active. Set that down for me.
Oh.
Let's check the muscle directly. Hold right there for me.
Yeah.
Hold tight. Direct response to the neurology
No, that's
system.
amazing.
It is, isn't it? Hold tight. That's just how fast the body responds. This was weak a second ago, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hold tight. Strong?
Oh, yeah. It wasn't even hard.
Nice and strong. All right, let's check it. We're going to get up, walk around, put your gravity. So give yourself a little walk for a second. And we'll sit back down. Right there for me. I'm going to go back. I want to check the lower feet one. Remember, these were weak here, further down. So let's hold that one. Whoa. That responded quickly. Look at that.
Yep.
So sitting, laying down, there's not much pressure on the discs.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting adds more compression loading.
Sure.
So we like to check for sitting because that adds more pressure and we can see. So bring the foot up. Let's see if that's going to lock. See what I mean? You're no fun anymore. Because I can fix you. Your body just instantly,
just like
because it's been under regular care, it
Yeah.
instantly responds back to where it has to go, which is what we want to see. Now, let's double check here before we get into the next level of fun. Now, this is where the rotator cuff is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a little work here, and I know, hold tight for me, that's weak no matter what. Now, and was there pain when I did that?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do now is I know we have a rotator cuff. We're going to have you change, and then we're going to do some muscle work in this.
Okay.
Let's do that one. Remember yesterday you were trying to put your arm back?
Oh, yeah, like this.
How's that feel?
That hurts.
That hurts. And you're
It
feeling
doesn't
it
go all
where?
the way. Like here, you can, I can't push it past
All
here.
right, let's just see. Sometimes we get some nice changes in the body. So we're going to break here. I'll have you change.
Okay.
And then we're going to go face down and we're going to start doing, Tammy's all laying down now. Now let's get to work here. We're going to open this up, expose this, and we're going to do some of the rotator cuff stuff here. And I remember last time we worked, we had a lot of trigger points up in the supraspinatus up here and the infraspinatus down here. And you were yelling at me pretty good. Isn't it fun to have those tendons there it is right there. Feel that
Yeah.
one?
Oh, yes.
And I can, hurts, doesn't it? A little bit.
A little bit.
And I can feel, this feels like just rough gristle of this trigger point underneath my fingers. And I can feel it clicking and grinding in there. So we're going to just kind of, oh, look at that one. Yuck.
Yeah, it's a click. Yeah, it's like
it's
a rope in there.
It's just, yeah, just like rope. And that's what they feel like under my fingers as well. So what I'm doing here is we find the spine of the scapula. This is the supraspinatus that sits up in here. And I'm just doing some trigger point work. Got a little rock butter on my hands. I don't like doing it on dry skin. It hurts. Oh, there's a big knot right there. How's that one feel?
Yeah, it's sore.
That's sore.
Right there.
So when you have a rotator cuff, we tend to start recruiting muscles or tend to do extra work that they don't really like to doing, and they start developing a lot of pain patterns in them. So chiropractic certainly can clear some of this out as we work the spine. Then we have to do soft tissue work to get the muscles to relax. But you have a confirmed 75% tear in the
Correct, with
shoulder.
an MRI.
Yeah.
Correct.
So clearly that's a surgical, and you're not wanting to do it.
Well, I mean, I did have the option of doing surgery, but I'm choosing to go this route right now anyway.
Well, we'll get some stabilization, and eventually you may have to do surgery, but we'll see what we can get out and help you with for as long as we can. And I've done the same thing with people with, herniated discs. I've had people over the years, we kept them out of surgery for a while, and eventually they just had to get it. But, the goal is to try to put invasive procedures off as long as we can. Mm-hmm. But sometimes it becomes, you're well aware, in your field, it becomes medically necessary sometimes.
Exactly.
Or just you don't want your quality of life to suffer. Okay, how are we down there? So let's trace some of these trigger points down. I'm going to drop down here. How's this feeling down here, Tammy?
Sore.
I'm going to work those for a little bit. And I tend to get in there and move stuff. Probably a little harder than some people, but I like to get in there and really break that stuff up. How's that? Yeah, it's tender.
Tender. Broke.
Tender and broke, but we're going to work on it. Now I'm going to go more midline. I'm just going to check some of the trapezius fibers through here and make sure they're kind of clear. There's one. Little bit.
Yep.
There it is right there. You're a champion putting up with all of this. So. Your body's changed a lot over the last year, though. Which is good.
It does. Yeah, it doesn't seem to need as much correction.
Yeah.
It does still need tune up now and then, but
yeah. Well, technology. The biggest reason we need corrections is I don't see people. Oh, there's one. I don't see people with trauma that much anymore. As much as I see trauma associated with technology. Lots of postural positions with just computers and phones and tablets. We see a lot of neck and upper shoulder and back pain in here, which all contribute to low back pain. And you know about stress.
Yeah.
Stress has effects on the body as well. Poor sleep, blood sugar problems, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But you don't have any stress, do you?
No.
Not as a pediatric physician, you're fine. How's this shoulder feeling over here? Pretty decent?
Pretty good, yeah.
All right. I also like to go in and just do a little neck work here, just to rub those muscles down, get the body relaxed. Stress is a big problem for all of us, and anytime we can get a relaxation, it's better. And then what we're going to do is tape this shoulder in just a second. I'm going to clean the skin. We'll tape it. And then we'll just kind of check some of our range of motion and see how it's feeling, okay?
Okay.
Okay, there's one more here, though. I came across it when I was rubbing through here. Where'd it go? Come back to me. There we go. Well,
You're right.
up.
You had it.
Right
in there. Yeah.
There,
right
there. There it is. Got it. It was hiding on me, trying to run away. Breathe through that. I know it's a little tender. Oh, feel that click?
Yep.
Right there.
It's a little one.
It's a little one, but it feels like it's a big old thorn in your back. You're not careful on these things.
Mm-hmm.
Good. You can feel that tendon just kind of rolling in there. Ugh. There it is. I'm just going to break that free. Hang in there.
Mm-hmm.
Blood pressure is probably going to start coming up in a minute. This is really hard. But you're going to be okay. Yeah, now it's breaking free. There you go. Okay, Tammy, I cleaned the skin. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to block here, catch hold this. We're going to tape our shoulder. And we're going to, as we've done this a couple of times with you, I'm going to try to put some sensory. Tape. So now, Tammy, I'm going to have you bring your arm across your body this way.
Okay.
So always we try to move tissue and stretch the tissue, not the tape. It's a little bit of bitty stuff here. We're going to smooth that down. I like tape because of the feedback it really gives to the body. I've had so many shoulders, not as torn as yours, but just really respond nicely when they're taped up. Okay, let's go back to neutral. And what we'll do is we'll do a couple more tests loading that tissue and just see if it feels a little more stable for you.
Okay.
So now I'm going to put one right over here. And this one, Tammy's going to go behind your back when I get it positioned. And go ahead and bring it behind you. Comfortably. I know it can be a little cinder.
Yeah.
You're doing good. And in the techniques, we try to put tape on tape. So I cross the other tape over so that it doesn't stick tape to tape. Bring it back to neutral.
Okay.
Oh, hear that little click in there? Plunk. We'll do the best we can to help you. And then we're going to put a piece across this shoulder here. Do I have room to get into there? We do. And I'm going to do one more taping back here to pull the scapula back a little bit too, just to get some sensory in there too. Thank you, Cassie, for holding.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, there's as many ways you can put tape on, as many patterns you can use. So when you go to taping, we just do different patterns to see which one gives you the best response. And we change it up each time to kind of feel. I'm going to drop some on the muscles here so we get a smooth glide. Just thought about that while I was taping here. I'm going to just put a larger piece. Now sometimes I'll cut this and bifurcate it. Maybe I still will. Let's see how I feel. Sometimes I have inspiration in different moments. I might do a little bit there like that. The important thing is we see if we can get a change for you and feel a little better on that shoulder. And of course, there's a lot of different philosophies in taping. Just like there are different philosophies on how to eat, right?
That's right.
We can spend all day in the camp we want to live in, I guess. Yeah, I'll do it that way. We'll see how this works. If we don't like it, tape it, take it off and do something different. That's the beauty about tape. Okay, now, a little bit of, pull that back just a little bit, good posture here.
Okay.
Just a gentle stretch. I don't want to go a whole lot in there. I'm going to pick up just above that, just a little bit. Let's just see what that does. And you can even drop patterns down if you want to, all kinds of things. I just want to see how this feels.
Okay.
So now I'm going to have you swing around to your right side and face that way. I got some taping in there. Okay, we're neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just bring that shoulder up. First off, how does the glide feel?
It feels a little smoother.
Okay, good. Now I'm going to apply a load.
Okay.
Very carefully. Hold tight for me. How's it feeling?
Good.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
Actually, it's holding when I put the pressure on there.
Yeah.
Now let's take it for, I know this is a hard one, but take it to range of motion and just see how that feels.
So it looks, it's better than it was.
That's a lot
isn't
better,
it?
yeah.
It
Yeah.
is.
Got it a lot lower.
Yeah.
All
A
right.
lot further back. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I like that. All right. And that's, I'm going to not keep, if we get success, we don't try to make success better. We just take our wins a little bit at a time, especially with the level of tear here. So I think we've got you balanced out. We got you strong. We did the taping, did some muscle work, taping, got some strength back in the shoulder. So I think we're good for today. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.